Hello viewers, this is Michael for Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from myself called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to read your hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you got to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else, let's get into the latest episode. So basically, the episode starts like this. We see Reba and Hime Prize put her on a play for the upcoming festival at the Ninja Academy. So basically, it was about the free signing. It was about Lady Tsunade, Rosimao, and Jiraiya of the free signing. So basically, the chosen members of the class who got cast as the Sunny, the princess got cast as Lady Tsunade. We got cast as Lady Tsunade. We got Ikai cast as Jiraiya, and we got Asura is cast as Hiroshima. As for the summoning partners, Eve got cast as the snake of Orochimaru, as the giant snake, mother of the snake. Weaver got cast as the slug, the giant slug of Hiroshima, the giant summoning slug of Hiroshima. It's played by Weaver. As for the Torg, Iru is cast as Jiraiya summoning giant toad summoning. Was cast as Jiraiya summoning giant toad. So anyway, also turns out that the fourth Hokage is also supposed to be played by Hime. So basically, her shoots were going okay and whatnot. So basically, things went off by a hiccup and whatnot. Everything went off by a hiccup, whatnot. So basically, the first rehearsals went on while it hits in the classroom, while the rest of the class is getting the set for the play. So basically, Kawaki walked out with the princess, and the princess went her separate way home. But unknown to her, there was a bunch of ninjas, hidden leaf ninjas. There was a hidden leaf ninja who said, just tell Kawaki, don't worry, I'll make sure that she gets home. So basically, there are more hidden leaf ninjas keeping, besides Kawaki, keeping tabs on the princess and making sure that she is safe. So anyway, the next day, when they're all rehearsing in the classroom, we see Soza, who is now in charge of the school, started her own newspaper for who probably is in charge of the school of the Ninja Academy newspaper and whatnot. And basically, she had put a story about Ikai, reading one of Jiraiya's dirty books, that make up Paradise series books, and basically Ikai was kind of embarrassed about that. So anyway, during the break of rehearsals, Kawaki was accidentally, was looking at Hime's fake headband, and basically, you can use mine, just and Hime's like, no, don't show that around. So basically, if you should, don't show your headband, don't show your headband around. And that's everybody else could find out that you're really a shinobi. So anyway, but unknown to them, Ikai actually saw Kawaki with his, showing off his headband to, showing his headband to Hime. So basically, he went to Sansa. It's like, I saw Kawaki with a real headband. So basically, I think he is a real shinobi. But they kind of jumped the gun. They kind of jumped the gun about Kawaki. They're thinking that he's a he might be at Shinobi's from a different, from a different village, infiltrating the Ninja Academy and is up to something. So basically, they're going to work together and try to prove their theory. So basically, once the stage was done, once the stage was done, everybody took a break and whatnot. Once they done rehearsing, the stage was done. The princess went outside to the roof, to see the sunset and whatnot, and basically, was talking to Karaki, make sure that she was all right. It's what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? So basically, he said the story behind how Orochimaru betrayed his friends is very sad. And so I hope that as I check my moment with my classmates at the academy, and hoping if I do come if I do, hoping that my friendships with them will last forever. So basically, Clarky said, and Clarky said, don't worry, I think that your friendship for everybody in our class will be okay. So basically, the princess went back inside the school, and basically Clarky noticed that Ikai was basically, was snooping on them, and he's like, oh, come on, man. He was telling Ikai, come on, man, I got nothing to hide, man. This is ridiculous. So basically, why don't you just cut it out? Oh, man, I got nothing to hide. I had nothing to hide. So basically, just, stop embarrassing yourself, then just leave me alone, man. And basically, Kawaki just walked away from Ikai, and Ikai was like, was more determined to expose Karaki. I believe the next day we see them finally rehearsing on the stage. But turns out that Ikai traded places with Evil. So basically, Evil is now playing Jiraiya while Ikai is playing. So basically, Ikai is now playing Jiraiya, but it's now playing Jiraiya. So basically, now he's the snake. No, I think this is very confusing. Anyway, blah blah blah. Turned out that Evil was the snake. It turns out I made a mistake. That Evil was playing Orochimaru giant summoning snake, and basically he traded places with Ikai. Now Ikai is the snake. So basically, during the filmage, Karaki had his headband fell out of his pocket during the out of his pocket while he was in costume. So basically, Ikai saw the headband and basically was about to expose him, and basically, and that's when things start to get a little crazy. So basically, so during the struggle to try to get Karaki's headband, Karaki started to cover his headband to make sure that nobody else saw it and didn't see it. And basically, Ikai saw it and basically tried to move Karaki off his own headband. So basically, unknown to Asura, she decided to help him out, thinking that they were just improvising for the rehearsals and whatnot. So anyway, things started to get a little crazy. Ikai managed to get the headband, and so basically in this crazy struggle, Ikai managed to cause the beams that were supporting the stage to collapse on top of them. But luckily that Karaki used his power to stop the beams above them from hitting them in the heads and whatnot. Everybody else on the stage for the head. So basically, the whole incident, escalated in the stage getting ruined by Ikai trying to get Karaki's headband. So basically, when he met Sandra, who was when he met Sandra, he showed Kawaki's head there. Turns out it was just a fake one that it was just a fake. It was just a fake one that they was using for the play. And so it was like, what? Oh, come on, man, that's not real headband. So basically, Sandra did after Ikai, so Sandra a fake headband. She was like, you know what? I don't believe you. So bye. So I'm not gonna pick your story. So basically, and just left it at that. And basically, and Ikai, Kawaki said like, because of your action, look at your action did to the stage, or actually look at the stage that you ruined because of your stubborn actions. You tried to pull me to be somebody I'm not. Even though Ikai is right about Karaki not being not being what he seemed to be, but Karaki was like, this is all your fault. You live in the stage that everybody worked on, so blah blah blah. So basically, Ikai started to feel sorry, and everybody was like, everybody, he made it like, oh come on Karaki, like, give him a break. So basically, just look at him and give him a break, and Karaki said, you know what? You know what? If we all work together, we can get the stage back. We can fix this stage in no time. So basically, as long as we work together. So basically, Ikai, stopped crying, and basically, the whole class got together and rebuild the stage in no time. So anyway, while that was going on. Meanwhile, somewhere in some shed somewhere, we see some type of a nobleman from the princess's kingdom talking to, I believe, either a informant about the status of the princess kingdom. Turns out that the princess father is choosing her to be the next ruler instead of her younger brother. So basically, whoever this nobleman who works for the princess kingdom doesn't want that to happen. So basically, it's like a Game of Thrones thing going on. It's like so basically, the nobleman was not happy with the king's decision after hearing the informant that the king is picking his daughter over his younger son. So basically, the nobleman said that me and others work hard to make sure that the princess' brother will be the next ruler of the kingdom, not the princess. So basically, lucky for us, we have an assassin inside the ninja academy who's ready to. Who is right now waiting to assassinate the princess. So anyway, after we visited the stage, Karaki and Hime was heading out. So basically, Karaki and Hime was heading out, and Hime said that the princess, had a bit of scare after the stage almost hit her. So basically, she was just was taking a brief nap in the infirmary room. So basically, and that's when Ikai came to Karaki and said, "I'm sorry, I have been kind of a pain in your ass, Karaki. I had some feelings towards the princess and whatnot, and I let those feelings get the best of me and whatnot. So basically, Ikai was stating that, I have a crush on the princess, I may let my feelings get the best of me. So basically, you're okay, dude. So anyway, and after that, before that, Arthur was the one who, after they fixed the stage, Arthur was the one who found Karaki's headband, and basically, Arthur knows that Karaki is the ninja. She saw the headband once on the stage during the struggle. So basically, Arthur said that, don't worry, I won't tell anybody that you're real shinobi and whatnot, and after all, you helped save me. So anyway, Oscar knows that Kawaki is a real shinobi, just like Hime. Anyway, back to Ikai is saying in Ikai was telling Kawaki after she apologized that there's this weird, note being passed that's been passed on that you are a real shinobi. So basically, he saw in the paper that was cut up, and saw in the paper that that Kawaki is a real shinobi. So basically, like Kawaki was like, well, I wonder who's doing this rumor. So basically, like Ikai, I don't know, but a lot of this is started to go around. So basically, Kawaki was like wondering, besides Oshawa and like thinking someone is trying to expose him to get him out of the ninja academy. That way he won't guard the princess. So basically he had a feeling something might be going on right now, and going on right now, and the family where the princess is laying down. So basically, it turns to the assassin that the nobleman from the kingdom where the princess came, is from. The assassin was about to kill the princess while she was sleeping in the family. Lucky Kawaki stopped the assassin in time, but the assassin got away. So basically, Kawaki is like, somebody's trying to get rid of me, that way that the assassin will kill the princess without any effort. And Kawaki is like, who, but also Kawaki is wondering the assassin might be a student inside the school, but who? And basically this is how the episode ended, with Kawaki wondering who is the assassin, and that is secretly inside their school. So anyway, and this is how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode. Anyway, sign off. One.